a live for everybody. Usually these lives are only for my members, but you know, this month I've been doing a bunch of tarot on my channel, and I'm just gonna get everybody up on in here. So, hi, hello. Happy first day of Sagittarius season. How's it treating you? Yeah. Usually YouTube takes a second to like show this live to everybody, so we'll wait for everybody to get on in. While I shuffle, I always like to start these lives also intentionally at 555 because, you know, angel numbers. But technically it doesn't start until 6. So say hi if you're here. Welcome to my room. On now that the days are super short. Hi, friend. Now that the days are super short, I can't do these in my office because it just gets so dark in there and the ring light just like drowns me out. Hi from Las Vegas, Miami. That's so cool. Yeah. So, hi guys. So happy to see you again. Usually these, hi Alma. Oh, I think you just joined the membership. That's so awesome. Yeah, if you want, I do these lives every week for members. These are usually only for members, but you know, because I've been posting the readings on my channel every single day, you know, I figured we'd just come here today together. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I've noticed I've been losing a lot of subscribers because I've been posting a lot of tarot and astrology stuff. I promise I'm still a yoga teacher and there still will be yoga classes. I just, you know, I want to do something different. I wanted to challenge myself, and it's honestly just what I've been enjoying more is astrology and tarot, and obviously still love yoga, but you know, I'll still be doing the full moon and new moon yoga classes and putting out other yoga classes as well. But I mean, tarot and astrology is a daily part of my own practice, so it just makes sense to do this here as well. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Again, these lives are usually only for members. We do live tarot on Tuesdays and live yoga on Saturdays, as well as live new moon and full moon workshops. So if you would like that, or if you just want to support a small business or support my channel, I kind of think of my membership as a Patreon. Just hit the join button and come join us. It's only $9.99 a month, which I don't think is that bad. And I do recommend, though, pro tip, if you can, sign up from your laptop, because Apple, if you're signing up from an iPhone, will charge you an extra fee, and it's kind of dumb. So we want to save money here. Anyways, how are you guys doing? It's the first day of Sagittarius season, so fire is firing. First day of Sagittarius season. Those last couple of days of Scorpio season were a bit of a doozy. Everybody was tired. Everybody was having weird dreams because it was the last couple days of Scorpio season with the moon going from Aquarius to Pisces. So, you know, as a Pisces, I do apologize for the weird dreams because that's just what we do. And the last couple days of Scorpio season, you know, it had to like, there was a couple like gotcha moments, I feel like, where the universe was like, gotcha. Like it had to really just finalize this transformation, right? Scorpio is about transformation. Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, the planet of rebirth and transformation. Scorpio in the tarot is ruled by the death card and the tower. So if you notice that maybe these last couple days were kind of intense, also emotionally, right? The sun was in Scorpio, the moon was from Aquarius to Pisces. We have 2 other planets in Pisces. Mars is in Scorpio. So like a lot of like heavy watery energy that just like, bleh, it's like really heavy. And I say this again as a water sign. I'm a Pisces sun, Pisces Venus, and I am a fire moon, fire rising. I have mostly fire in my chart. So when the water gets really heavy, we have weird dreams. We just feel very blah, lots of emotions. But today is the first day of Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius season has begun, which means the sun has moved into Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius rising. The moon is moving into Aries today, I think tomorrow. Our waxing gibbous in Aries. So it's going to be sun fire, moon fire. Mercury is in Sagittarius. Mars is going to move into Sagittarius. So we're going to finally start to get our fire back, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, things might get a little bit faster. You know what's kind of scary is Mars moves into Sagittarius on Friday, on Black Friday. And I'm like, oh God. The planets of aggression and war and conflict and communication is going into a fire sign on Black Friday. So may the odds be ever in your favor. I've also been watching Hunger Games like nonstop. So, you know. Anyways, so Yeah, I think that's pretty much what's happening astrologically. And, you know, I've been posting astrological and tarot readings on my channel every single day for the month of November. So all the Sagittariuses are here. I have a couple of my friends watching who are both Sagittariuses, and I'm just like, all the Sagittariuses showed up for the Sagittarius reading. Oh, my little puppy Jack's laying his head on my lap. He's a good boy. He's an Aries, so it's about to be your moon, Jack. Fozzie's actually a Sagittarius. My other dog is behind me. I don't think it's his actual birthday, but the day that the rescue gave us is November 30th. So Fozzie's a Sagittarius. All my little fire sign doggies. But yeah, I'm a Sagittarius rising. Leo moon, Aries Mercury. Anywho, hi, baby. You want to say hi to everybody? Look at your cuties. He's so cuties. Anyways, that's my baby. It's my baby boy. Yes, my lovely friend Tess is a Sag, and so is Riley. And I feel like you guys are like my only Sag fire sign friends. All my other friends are water and earth. So let's see. Leo moon, we love it. Leo moon, Cancer rising. That's intense. Very emotional. I am a Leo moon, Sagittarius rising, and my best friend is a Virgo sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. She's a Cancer stellium, so like very heavy, very emotional, you know, but we get along. Yeah, I'm an Aries Mercury, so I communicate like an Aries. Taurus rising, that's nice. Yeah, I love it. All right, my friends, so who's ready for some tarot? My idea for today was what a Sagittarius kind of have in store for us. Taurus sun, Virgo moon, Aquarius rising. I like that. I like it. I love Tauruses. Virgo moon scares me a little bit. Not in a bad way, just in like a very intense, like organized kind of way. Lots of earth. But yeah, well, we're just going to pull some cards to see what Sagittarius season has in store for us. Already at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. This came up, and this has been coming up in the readings, if you've been watching the daily readings. This is a card of top off? No. Does this look like an OnlyFans stream to you? It is not. Anyways, I'm gonna probably have to block that person if it's a spam bot. Anyways, the Two of Pentacles is the card of work hard, play hard. It's the card of making sure you're not juggling all these pentacles, right? Pentacles is the suit of the physical, of the tangible, of the wealth, the material, the jobs. So try not to juggle too much job-wise, and I'm calling myself out this one because like I never stop working. Try not to do so much of it. There has to be a balance. You have to have a little fun, especially in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is the sign of like fun. Yeah, this person is getting blocked. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, I love how it just says message redacted, and I'm like, anyways, that might mess up the comments a little bit, but, spammers just love to spam and distract me. Work hard, play hard. Don't let spammers tell you what to do. Go out, have fun, and get your work done. Sagittarius is the sign of fun and spontaneity and fire and traveling. A lot of people do a lot of traveling in Sagittarius season. I'm traveling for the first time in forever. In a couple weeks, I'm going to Salem again. So just make sure you're working hard. I'm not saying don't work hard, but make sure you also play hard. You also have fun. And that doesn't mean you have to like force yourself to go out and like do these things. Like fun can be so many different things. Fun for me is taking a break from work and watching a movie and eating snacks. It can be also, yes, I do think that Sagittarius is a great time to get out and do things. Hold on, I'm just trying to report this person. So fun. No, I'm going to Salem, Massachusetts. I pretty much live between here and Salem. I live in Las Vegas. I go to Salem quite a bit. And I'm moving there next year. So I'm taking my mom for Christmas because she's never been and I want her to see where I'm moving to. So I'm going to Salem the first week of December. And I'll be back in March for my retreat. So I go to Salem at least 2 or 3 times a year. And then I'll be living there next year. All right, what do we need to know for Sagittarius season? What's going on in Sagittarius season? What's the vibe of Sagittarius season? I swear, when it's like the most chaotic fire signs, like chaos mode doesn't work. I call it chaos mode when I like shuffle the cards and wait till to see what they fall out, but it's not working, so we're gonna pull the old-fashioned way. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I have to kind of censor it because the Nike. Lovers, card of Gemini, which is interesting because we do have a Gemini full moon coming up in a few days on November 27th. And, you know, it's kind of, the Lovers obviously is a card of love and relationships and that sort of thing. But the Lovers is also a crossroads. The Lover is also a choice. The Lovers, again, is also duality, right? We have the two lovers here. They are Adam and Eve. You know, in the garden, there is the apple tree behind one, the burning bush behind another. You know, it's the duality. It's I said this in a video I recorded today. It's like the two sides of the coin. It's the conscious and the shadow self. It's also the work hard, play hard, right? Everything has a dual nature. And I think that's going to be coming up a lot in this Sagittarius season, especially as we have a full moon in Gemini coming up at the end of the month. I think that's going to be very important, is to just lean into the duality of like both two things can exist at the same time, right? You can work hard, you can also play hard. You can be working on your shadow self and also leaning into your conscious self and going to have some fun. Yes, Gemini is opposite Sagittarius. So anytime, whenever there's a full moon, it's always opposite the sun. So the sun is in Sagittarius, moon will be in Gemini. So it's like opposing energies, but also, again, two sides of the same coin, right? So that's definitely, I think, a big theme for this month. So what else do we need to know? Strength card, card of Leo, perseverance, and this is the after tarot, so it's one moment after the traditional tarot. So in the traditional tarot, this person is like fighting the lion, kind of like holding its mouth open, and this one they're hugging. Like, I think it's going to be very important to make peace with the fire inside, to make peace with the beast inside. You know, it's very, again, it's tapping into that shadow self and like acknowledging it and making peace with it instead of trying to run away from it. Because here's the thing, y'all, everybody has a shadow self. Everybody has, I don't want to say a bad side, quote unquote, but every single person on this planet has some kind of shadow. This is our trauma. This is our unhealthy coping mechanisms. This is the thing that makes us human, right? And you can't run away from it forever, y'all. If Scorpio season taught us anything, it's you can't run away from that. So I think this Sagittarius season is going to be about integrating that shadow self and really just like being like, this is a part of me, and yes, I can work on it, and I can work on my toxic traits and my unhealthy coping mechanisms, but you do at some point have to make peace with it so you can deal with it. You know what I mean? Knight of Swords, yeah. Lightning Pony, Knight of Air, very fast energy for whatever's coming. King of Cups, who's coming out with these court cards? The Five of Cups. This has been our Eternal Stalker card forever. If you've been here in my membership, the Five of Cups has constantly been stalking us, but there we go. That's what I like to see, is the Chariot. So finally, moving on from the Five of Cups, I would say, you know, I think this energy might be, this Knight of Swords energy might be what to avoid this month, because you can see, I don't know if you can see, like, this knight is like fighting this dude. It's not usually like that. Usually in the Knight of Swords there's not another person, but in this Knight of Swords in the after tarot, he's like fighting this guy. That's not the energy that we need, right? That's not, that's kind of that really chaotic version of the Gemini Sagittarius energy that's coming up this month. It's like, you don't have to, I'm hearing that like old cheerleader chant, like, be aggressive, be aggressive. You don't have to be aggressive. That's what I'm saying. Do not be aggressive. You're going to want to be, because the sun's in Sagittarius, the moon is moving into Aries, Mars is moving into Sagittarius, Mercury's in Sagittarius. That's a very combative energy. Don't do it. Instead, try to be the King of Cups, emotionally mature, emotionally stable. You don't want to get yourself in situations that just aren't ideal because you can't calm down, you know what I mean? And we have to work through the Five of Cups. This is our eternal struggle, is processing and working through grief, processing and working through anything that you might have lost recently. Again, grief doesn't have to be losing a person. It can be losing anything or any kind of disappointment. But we have the Chariot. Now, fun fact, the Chariot was the card of this year. The year of 2023. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. This is card 7. This is also the card of Cancer. The Chariot was supposed to be this year. And the Chariot is rapid forward movement. And I don't know about y'all, but that did not happen. I was like, I was promised rapid forward movement, and all I did was either move backwards or stay the same. So if you've been feeling frustrated with that kind of energy, I think these November, and then we're almost in December. Like, what the hell? Like, how did we get already almost into December? I don't know. That's the vibe, though, is that everything is going really fast at the end of the year, because I think the Chariot is finally getting into motion. One of my favorite tarot readers that I watch, Minnow Pond Tarot is his username. He was talking about this kind of vibe. I know, it's like so fast. I'm like, what is going on here? He was talking about the Chariot in the sense of this year has been like, you know, when Bugs Bunny, the cartoon, like, is running on like carpet, and you know, it's just like the carpet is like piling up underneath his feet because he's not going anywhere, and then finally like he slips off the carpet and like starts moving. Like, it's that cartoon like running in place kind of vibe. That's what this year has felt like, right? So many false starts, so much running in circles, so much running in place and not really making any progress. And finally, at these last couple months of the year, I think we're finally going to get that, like, we're finally going to get off that carpet. We're finally going to actually move forward instead of, it's like when you're running in a dream and you can't get anywhere. That's finally, we're going to move out of that. Yes, very stagnant, but very, like, chaotic, and, like, we're trying to do stuff and, like, not going anywhere. New cycles. Wheel of Fortune. We love to see it. This is a shift in fortune, a shift in the cycles. It's the kind of middle points of the tarot. Stagnation was the theme of mine from February to November. Yeah, almost no forward movement at all. Exactly. It's been so frustrating. And I think a lot of us have been working really hard. I think that this was a transitional year. I think that a lot of us had to, like, do a lot. I don't know about y'all, but my Saturn return ended this March. And that was intense, and I had to learn a lot of lessons and go through a lot of stuff. But hey, guess what? Now we have a new cycle coming. We have a shift in the wheel. Like, the wheel is turning. The Wheel of Fortune, yes, is a card of good fortune, of shifting fortunes. And we have the Queen of Cups. We have both the Queen and King of Cups here. I think those are both a reminder of, even though we're moving out of this heavy water energy, not to forget the lessons that you learned from the Scorpio season and from the heavy water energy, which is emotional maturity and emotional stability. You know, like I said, I think Sagittarius season is going to have us wanting to be Knight of Swords and really aggressive. Same. I'm so ready for the wheel to shift. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's go. But do not forget the lessons that you have learned from this year. Like, thank you. This is my bedroom. Welcome. I have the moon, the sun, bats. This right here is a piece of art that I got from the Satanic Temple in Salem, and it has like Satan hugging a girl, and it's called Unholy Matrimony. If you know me, that explains me as a person. Crystals, till death sign, Michael's and Joanne's nonsense that's spooky, and snakes. But yes, this is my bedroom. This is where I sleep. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. I think grounding is important. I'm like, grounding's important. And then the Emperor comes out, card of Aries. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, so definitely grounding. Okay. Yeah, it's all about dual nature. I said it at the beginning. That was my whole rant. And all of these cards are like those dual conflicting kind of energies. It's literally like pentacles sandwiched in between fire and air. And it's that reminder to stay grounded while everything is kind of moving forward. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, which is a card of Aries, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So these pentacles are like sandwiched right in between some pretty intense fire, air, rapid movement type of energies. The Emperor is the divine masculine, and also the big boss of the tarot. And you can see he's sitting in his throne. There's like the Aries ram, the ram skull is on his throne. He is the culmination of all the kings in the tarot. So the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, all of those come together to make the Emperor. So he has all of those positive traits from all those kings, and he is the boss. He is the leader of his own life. He makes his own decisions. And I think that's really what we need to be focused on if we want that forward movement, to make the decisions, while also, of course, staying grounded. You know, Ace of Pentacles is a great ace. You know, you're being handed a gold coin from the universe, but I think it's a reminder to stay grounded. Especially as we go on new adventures. The Page of Swords, it's, again, I said it, I literally started the reading talking about this. It's the dual nature. It's go on the adventures, go travel, and then also come back to the home and focus on your home and hearth. Queen of Pentacles, she's the queen of the home and hearth. Like, you cannot just go all or nothing. That is not how we need to be operating. We need to be operating from a place of equal duality. Again, with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, that's the theme of like this entire reading, is like both. Go on your vacation and then come home and rest, and then go do your fun stuff, and then also make sure you're working. Leaning too far into one or the other never works for anybody. So, all right. What else do we need to know? We're going to clarify with this Mystic Mondays deck. I've been really drawn to this deck lately. It's so rainbowy. I don't know if you guys can see that rainbow holographic edge, and then the cards are just like really rainbowy. This was one of the first decks I got like forever ago. If you're learning tarot, I would recommend, they have an app. It's just called Mystic Mondays, and it'll let you do a free card pull every single day, and it has the meanings for every single card. And it's really great. If you're really just trying to learn tarot, I would just start with like pulling a card every day, either physically or with that app. And yeah, if you want one test, just let me know. I'll buy you one. I'll send it to y'all. Five of Cups again, rude, and the Seven of Wands. And this is literally how I feel about the Five of Cups, is I'm like, back, heathen. Like, I'm so fucking tired of the Five of Cups. If you have been in these readings, if you have been in my membership, literally the entire year has been like Five of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Cups. And I'm like, we get it. We understand that we have been through it, and we understand that we have things to heal, and we understand that we're sad. Like, we get it, and we're trying to like stave it off. Seven of Wands is a very defensive position. It's a very like, you know, you're standing your ground. The Six of Wands comes before the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a card of victory. And it's like, we keep feeling, I don't know about y'all, but we keep feeling like we got this victory over the sadness and the big sad and the grief and the whatever. And then it's like, no, you don't. You actually don't. For me, and it's been like the, stalks me here in the readings, my personal one, same. I'm like, come on, I'm so tired. For me, it's been in the form of dreams. Like, I've been like, I'm fine. And then like a couple days ago, when it was like 5 days ago, I had this like really terrible, like, just traumatic flashback in one of my dreams from something that happened to me when I was a kid, and I woke up and it just ruined my whole day. I literally had a mental breakdown. I had to go to my best friend's house and be like, ah, cried everywhere. And it's like, you think that you're over it, and your brain's like, are you though? Is it though? Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere, and we're like, can you not do that? Like, can we just not? And that's the thing though. I think that's the reminder again about the shadow self. That's where those things come from, is the shadow. Like, it never goes away. That's the gag. The gag is it never goes away. But you can have things in place to cope, and you can fight back against it. Seven of Wands. Unfortunately, we have to feel and process to release things. So when it comes up, it's not fun. But I mean, honestly, the progress is in how quickly I was able to recover from that. You know, I just pretty much had one day where I was like a mess, and then I was able to move forward, you know? So it's like the progress is in how quickly we can cope. Yes, exactly. Because you can't be whole without the shadow. You know what I mean? All right. What else do we need to know? Chaos mode says, not today. Fine. Yes, I argue with my tarot decks. Ace of Cups. If you want to heal, you gotta feel. And this has been coming up a lot in the daily readings of like following the things that you love. You know, the Ace of Cups is the ace of love and feeling, and yes, it can be a new love coming in, but it's also filling your cup. It's also choosing love, making peace with how long healing takes. Yeah, yep. Something else that's been coming up a lot in the collective readings is understanding. Yep. Understanding that healing is also going out and doing things. Like, you can be really deep in the healing journey. Obviously, when we go through major trauma, the healing is almost as intense, if not as intense, as the original trauma. You know, you got the therapy, you got the like coping mechanisms, you got the like trauma bonds you have to break, you got the like, it's so, healing can be so much work. So much work. And we have to remember that another part of healing is taking a break from all the really intense healing work and going out into the world and living our lives. And I saw this post that was like, have you actually healed, or have you just like isolated yourself enough that you're just not being triggered anymore? Yes, joy is healing. Exactly. Like, if you have worked so deeply in your healing and stuff, but you don't leave your house and you don't go like do things that you enjoy, like, you have to put yourself out in the world again. And joy is absolutely healing. It's like, again, it's the other side of that coin to healing. Like, there's the one side that's like really intense shadow work and trauma healing and therapy and like rah, and then the other side of healing is like actually living your life again and applying all the things that you learned when you were going through therapy, and like going out into the world and being like, oh, I came here for a good time and not to be called out. I'm so sorry. That's usually what happens. Every time I'm like, I'm good. And then the cards are like, no, you're not. But to be fair, I don't see, there's not really bad here. There's like, you're sad, do something about it. Go heal. Literally at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups with the Chariot again behind it. You want to heal? Get in touch with your feelings. It sucks, but go follow what fills your cup, what brings you love and what brings you joy. The other cups, the other cards, excuse me, not cups, but they are cups because they are cup cards that I was pulling as I was ranting are the Hierophant and the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Hiding for sure. Look, and it doesn't help that, like, at least for me personally, I went through like these massive major traumas and then COVID happened. And it was like, you can't leave your house. And I was like, okay, I won't then. So yeah, I literally, trigger warning this just in case for death. My dad died when I was 25. Probably 6 months later, I moved across the country. Probably a year after that, I quit my job, and probably 6 months after that, I got divorced. So it was like, all of these things happened, and I got divorced in 2019, the very tail end of 2019, and then what happened in 2020? Pandemic. So I was like suddenly forced alone. Absolutely, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer deck is fantastic, and I also just rewatched it, 10 out of 10. So I went through all these like major traumas and then like was forced into isolation, and I work from home. Like, this is my full-time job. I don't leave my house. And it has been like, I have to intentionally be like, I am leaving the house today because I won't leave my house for like 3 weeks. So, and I healed and I isolated so hard that I was like, nobody talk to me. Don't talk to me. Yeah, the Saturn return usually happens every 27 to 30 years. It's definitely Google it. It's like too much to get into here, but Yeah, everybody goes through it around 30 and around 60. That's why we have midlife crises. It's basically what happens when Saturn returns to the planet that it was when you were born. So if your Saturn is in Pisces, you are going through your Saturn return right now. If your Saturn is in Aquarius, like mine is, so if you were born in 92 to 94, you were just in yours and it ended this past March. But it's a lot to talk about, so definitely Google it. Cups. Emotions. Feel things. Anyways, we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and the Six of Cups, which is inner child healing. Both of these are both heavy emotions, heavy healing, heavy finding what you love through healing, heavy making wishes on things that you love, balanced with the Hierophant, which is a card of Taurus, and it's the card of structure and tradition. And it's like, I think that all this healing that we have gone through has completely changed the structure of our lives. I mean, I just got done ranting about it, about how my whole life changed. It was like, dad dead, divorce, change your job, like quit your job and then start your own business, and then move across the country, and then blah, like completely reformatted the structure of our lives. But that's also healing, you know what I mean? There's been heavy, if you're in the readings that I've been doing daily for every day for the month of November, a reoccurring theme has been this concept of wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups has come out like every reading, as has the Star. But the message has been, you cannot just make the wish. You cannot just be like, well, I made the wish and I said what I wanted, now when is it going to happen? And then not go do anything about it. You know what I mean? Did I not just say the Star? Sometimes I can't make this up, y'all. Did I not just say the Star? I did literally just said the Nine of Cups and the Star. And now the Nine of Cups is here, and now the Star is here. This is a card of Aquarius. It's, again, a card of making a wish. It's a card of following your North Star and being yourself and authentically expressing who you are and doing what you want to do. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck. Look. The Hanged Woman. It's the Hanged Woman in this deck. Usually it's the Hanged Man, but it is the Hanged Woman here, and it's like an aerial silks person, which I think is really cool. You will be stuck if you do not follow your North Star. If you do not follow those wishes. We have the Ace of Pentacles here again, which, again, has been coming up a ton with the Nine of Cups and the Star card. And it's like, again, you cannot just make the wish. You gotta go do something about it. Like, you have to, like, bet on yourself. You have to put some skin in the game. You can see it's like holding out a gold coin. You have to show the universe, or whatever it is you believe in, that this is what you want. One of my favorite tarot readers, Madame Adam, they say manifestation is demonstration. So you actually have to demonstrate to the universe that you want whatever it is you're wishing for. And I think people get freaked out because, you know, you think that it means you have to, like, go and do something crazy. You don't. You literally just have to put some skin in the game. So, for example, as you all know, as I cannot stop talking about it, I'm moving to Salem. I am moving to Salem next year. It was supposed to happen this year. Got delayed. It's fine. But to prove that I want it, I'm going to Salem in 2 weeks. I booked another retreat in March. I have a savings account for saving money to go to Salem. You know, I've done so much spell work with a literal map of Salem. It's sitting on my dresser over there. So much spell work on a map of Salem that I bought while I was in Salem. Like, you got to do the work to have the wish come true. Like, I have done some crazy stuff in my life. Crazy stuff. Crazy. And I think people look at me sometimes like, what are you doing? Because I have done very crazy things. I have moved across the country twice. I have, like, started my own business. I told myself, you know, I always wanted to host retreats, and I was like, well, nobody else hosts, like, witchcraft and wellness retreats. Guess I'm gonna. You know, the first Salem retreat I did, I had never been to Salem before. I always knew I wanted to go. I bought an entire hotel in Salem. I took a risk on me, you know, it was expensive and I had to take a risk to do it, right? You know, business loans are a thing, and it paid off. Like, sometimes you gotta be a little crazy. Sometimes you gotta be a little delusional. And I'm not saying take like crazy stupid risks and like go spend your entire life savings on something. Sometimes you gotta. But I'm not saying do that. I'm saying take a calculated risk. Because anytime I've ever taken a risk in my life, it has, in fact, paid off. It's only delusional until it's done. I love that. That is great. I'm going to steal that. It's only delusion until it's done. I'm going to get that tattooed on my face. Like, I am the most delusional. I don't think you guys understand. I am insane. Huh, Jack? Jack's looking at me like, yeah, you're crazy. What are you doing? Why are you judging me? Why are you judging me? He's like, I have to put up with this all the time. Yep. Pisces Sun, Leo Moon, Sag Rising, or as I like to call it, confident delusion. Like when I tell you guys I've done weird shit, I'm not talking about, I mean, I am talking about my business and like the risks I've taken business. I have also manifested some of the craziest, most ridiculous fandom type things in my life. Like, y'all probably, I don't talk about it very much. I stand the Lady Gaga, okay? This is Lady Gaga's handwriting tattooed in the inside of my arm, okay? It says, if you're a strong female, you don't need permission. I manifested working for Lady Gaga. I used to work at the Born This Way Foundation on the Strip. I was at every single one of her shows on the Strip, okay? Like, when I first went to Vegas. Manifested that. I've manifested meeting every single one of like the celebrities I obsess over. I went on stage with Robert Englund, who plays Freddy Krueger. Like, got to escort him on stage while he was in full Freddy makeup. Craziest day of my life. I was like, huh? That happened. Moving across the country, hosting retreats all over the country. Like, if I see something that I want, it doesn't matter how ridiculous it is, I'm gonna go do it or die trying. So let that be inspiration for you, because you just gotta go do it, my friends. We have Judgment and the Nine of Pentacles here. Literally everything I was just saying. Judgment, not that one, Judgment is Judgment Day. Traditionally, it looks like Judgment Day in the Bible, where like the trumpets are sounding and the dead are rising. But Judgment in the Tarot is the card of ascending to another level. It's graduation. Like, you gotta level up, my friends. Unless you're happy staying stagnant, you know, that's up to you. Because sometimes I think it's also important to like chill. This entire year for me has been like stable, relax, because I have done a lot of crazy things in my life. And I could have moved to Salem this year and just like taken a very large risk and moved without, you know, draining my savings, and moved with no savings and just like whatever. But I said no. It can wait. But so sometimes stagnant is needed. Sometimes stagnant is needed to like get stable. And, you know, after you've done a lot of big things, I do recommend kind of taking a break, or if you've gone through a major transformation, like take a second to like chill. But at some point, you're going to have to level up again. And it's going to be good. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is like where the entire world, where we all want to be, right? It's complete and total long-term abundance and legacy, and like you're abundant, your family's abundant, your friends are abundant, like you're set. The Nine of Pentacles is the stage before that, which is single independent abundance. Like you are independent, you are abundant, you've had abundant harvests, you know? So it's the stage before the Ten of Pentacles. So this graduation is going to be in that vein, I think. But yeah, time to graduate, my friends. All right, now we're going to pull some oracle cards. You smell that too? I just got a really odd whiff of something very sweet. I don't know where it's coming from. Jack even looked up at me like, what? It smells like cookies, huh? I don't know. I've been getting like weird scents lately. For some reason, every time I get in my car, I smell my dad, like his cologne, and I'm like, why are you hanging out in my car? Like, it's a cool car, but like, why are you here? Because usually he's here. Um, that's my altar right there, and the box is, that's my dad, his ashes. But yeah, anyways. What else do we need to know for Sagittarius season? It's wild sometimes, y'all. One time I was live streaming here on YouTube and my TV just turned on by itself. Like it's on video or my TV just turns on by itself like while I'm talking about my dad, and I was like, we get it. Like, we get it. Sometimes it just comes around. Spiritual cleansing. The universe is like, maybe you should cleanse yourself. If you know me, I collect Ouija boards. I have like open channels like all over my house. That's on me. That's because I, enjoy working with spirits and stuff. But another part of healing is also spiritual cleansing. I think that it's an important thing to do, especially if you're feeling very like bogged down and heavy. You can cleanse in a lot of different ways. For me personally, I enjoy taking baths. I think spiritual baths are important for me. I take baths like every day. Your shower, you can make that into a cleansing ritual. Anything, smoke cleansing, whatever. I don't know if you can hear Jack, but you gonna snore? Okay. You stinky boy. Yeah. He's snoring. Safe travel. I told you, Sagittarius season is all about travel. Safe travels, my friends. I'll be traveling in a couple weeks. So, you know what? It's just kind of giving you the green light. If you realize the card is also green. If you've been wanting to travel, do it. Full moon. Full moon in Gemini is coming up, y'all. In 6 days? 7? No. 5 days. It's on the 27th. Shadow, what did I say? This all reading. Shadow self, especially with that full moon. Protection. See, but you're protected. These are great. We have the new moon card now. What about the new? Yep, trust. Yeah, it's like this interesting journey that's happening here. We have only one new moon, I believe, left for the end of the year. I think that the full moon coming up in Gemini and then the new moon after that, which should be in Sagittarius, are going to be significant. I think that, yeah, we have this full moon in Gemini and the new moon in Sagittarius, and then we have another full moon before the end of the year, which I believe is in Cancer. I can't remember exactly. But I think those are going to be pretty significant. It's very heavy on the shadow work. It's very heavy on the self-trust. It's heavy on the last two cards I pulled are gratitude and earth, which is grounding. So heavy on the staying grounded while all this chaos is happening. But it's not necessarily chaos. I would say eclipse season is more chaos. This is more just like fire energy. Not necessarily chaotic, just a lot of energy. You just gotta channel it properly. So I have sufficiently ranted at you for about 45 minutes. How are we feeling, everybody? Did you enjoy the rants? You're so welcome. This is what I do best. If you've been enjoying these readings, I've been doing them every single day on my channel. If you want to hear me rant every day, someone tagged me in their, they like watch my readings for breakfast, and they tagged it on Instagram and said girl breakfast, and I was like, nice, this is exactly the vibe. Spiraling fire is a Sagittarius aspect. Yeah, it is that, very much that. I think this is going to be a very interesting Sagittarius season. I think it's going to be a fun one. I think you should definitely travel because 'tis the season. I think it's so interesting that like two of the biggest holidays where people travel, well, I guess technically Christmas is Capricorn, but people are traveling a lot during the Sagittarius part of the year. So I think that is definitely a thing. What are you doing? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. I'm so sorry. You were squirmy worming down there. This is an Aries, my friends. He was so desperate to be seen, and now he's like, no, I don't wanna. I love you. Need a baby. He's a baby. I don't do tours in Salem. I just host retreats, but I mean, maybe, who knows, when I'm living there next year, maybe I'll do tours. I'm hoping that when I live there, I can do like one day, like mini retreats, because I've had a lot of people ask like, oh, now you want butt scratches. Oh, yes. You were just being a ham. You were just faking. You're a faker. 4:40 a.m. Wow. Dedication. It is, what, like, it's 6:40 here in Vegas. Yeah, I'm hoping when I live in Salem, I can do, like, one-day retreats for locals and stuff. But as of right now, I don't have any retreats available because they're all sold out for 2024. So, you know. Yeah. How do we feel? I know that was really intense. It's been an intense week. It's been an intense week. Lots of work. But I think the messages stay the same. And it's very interesting also if you decide you want to start watching the daily readings I've been posting. Like, watch the last couple and then watch how the energies like carry through all the readings. We'll see the same cards. We'll see the same message, and then like it'll start to shift, and then it shifts into like the next stage. Very interesting. I've really enjoyed doing these readings every single day. If anything, you know, just for me, I think it's been really cool to see. But I'm enjoying everybody's reactions to them. It's just funny because my whole goal was like to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just keep losing subscribers because I think all the people that you know, followed me mostly for yoga are like, why is she posting this tarot and astrology stuff? Like, I don't care. So I'm staying literally at the exact same number because I'm losing subscribers and then coming up subscribers from the astrology stuff. So I promise there's still going to be yoga. I promise I'm not going to stop doing yoga, but my channel definitely will continue to be very witchcraft based. I mean, witchcraft and wellness is my whole brand, so it's gonna be a little bit of both. So anyways, how y'all doing? How we feel tonight? How do we feel after that reading? Do we feel like we know what to do? Do we feel prepared for the rest of the year? I'm excited for the full moon in Gemini. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a fun one. It's the first full moon that's not an eclipse. In a hot minute. It's our first full moon out of eclipse season. Now Jack is like smelling the tarot decks like, what is this? What are you doing? You're so stinky. You haven't seen him, but Fozzie's also behind me. He's had his little butt pressed up against me this whole reading. What's you doing, Goob? You want to say hi? My little old man? Come here, baby. So sorry to be disturbing you, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh, is your tongue sticking out? Oh my goodness. Look at the baby. Look at that face. He's a baby. He's like, why did you wake me up, Mom? Hi. Oh, you're okay, baby. You're okay. He's pretty blind, so he can only see like shadows. So when you move too fast around him, he's like, oh my goodness. What are you doing? This is how I'm trying to be. Like, yeah. He the sleepy boy. The sleepy boy. He's like, put me down. He's 15. My little baby. He's my little old man. But, hi, are you waking up now? He's like, I have awoken. Yeah. You're so cute. Yeah, this is the love of my life right here. His birthday is November 30th. You're gonna be 15, huh? You're so old. People are like, when are you gonna have kids? I'm like, does this not look like a baby to you? I love my babies. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. we're just gonna be snuggling. Fozzie's like, I want to go back to bed. I know, it's okay, me too. It's only 6:44, Fozzie. It's not time for bed yet. Anyways, those are my babies. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Again, I'm posting daily readings like this every single day here on YouTube. If you like these live readings, they're in my membership, so you just got to hit the join button and you'll get access to these lives weekly. Also live yoga and live workshops. Black Friday, I'm running a half off sale. If you want a personal reading, they are half off. This is like the first and only time I've run half off of my personal readings. So you can book those on my website. All my courses, all my ebooks for witchcraft and wellness are also 50% off. Literally everything is 50% off that I offer. So if you're a baby witch, you want to learn witchcraft wellness, if you want to learn the moon phases, I have an ebook for that. It's literally only $11 right now. So support a small business this Black Friday, because Lord knows we need it more than the corporations do. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for spending your Tuesday night with me. I hope you have safe travels. I hope if you're doing anything this weekend, you have a good, safe time. Yeah, I think that's it. So have a good night, everybody. I will see you next time.